Josh will noto be home for the holidays. Unless we're talking about the convicted offender's brand new home, the inside of a jail cell. If that's the case, it's exactly where Duggar will find himself on December 25th. According to The Sun, Duggar will remain behind bars at the Washington County Detention Center in Arkansas next weekend, where he was recently placed in solitary confinement. For Duggar's own safety, authorities reportedly removed Josh from general population a few days ago. The former TLC personality was found guilty this month, a crime that typically makes one a target among other inmates. An insider now tells the aforementioned outlet that inmates at this location usually eat very plain meals, often consisting of little more than bread and margarine, but they get a little special something on Christmas Day. Whatever the meal, however, one thing will remain constant. This source says, Duggar will be eating by himself. People in solitary do not get to eat with others, The Sun reports. They get served alone in their cell, but they get the same food everyone else does. We'd say we feel sorry for Josh, but remember that part where he was found guilty this month? And remember how he confessed years ago to accosting girls when he was a teenager? And remember how he also confessed to cheating on his wife with women he met on an adultery website? It's hard to have any pity for someone who did even just one of these things, let alone all three. Back to the jail and its diet though. This morning they had oatmeal with butter and sugar, a sausage patty, homemade fried potatoes, bread, and margarine, The Sun Mole said on Friday of the occupants where Duggar now resides. For lunch, hamburgers were offered. The beverage selection, meanwhile, is limited, with inmates being served just one option of an orange-flavored fortified drink, and almost never any coffee. Following Duggar's conviction on these horrific crimes, a judge said that the father of 7 might not be sentenced for 3 or 4 months. Just how many years will Josh serve? That's a topic for ongoing debate, but most observers assume it will be a minimum of 10. Based on the law itself, Duggar is eligible to be sentenced to 4 decades behind bars. From what we understand, Josh won't be permitted to have intimacy with his wife when she comes to visit, either. Mr. Duggar 100% has been compliant awaiting trial, said Judge Timothy Brooks after a jury found Josh guilty on 2 counts of CP possession in early December. I appreciate that and I wanted to acknowledge that. However, because of the guilty offenses, he must be detained regardless of flight risk, so there will be a mandatory detention.